That's my bad, dude. I didn't see him up there. I looked too.
He was in the far corner. You wouldn't have seen him on the other side.
That's peak Chevy and Tarky. I haven't played
I
since.
saw him. I was like, okay, I'm clear, and I died. Fuck. It's no worries. I gotta get.
Is this a big streamer, Chev?
Anyway, it's.
Oh, there it is.
For me tomorrow.
Head eyes.
GG guys. I'll see you guys later.
Brutal.
You're good to come upstairs. Just be careful. Because
Brutal, Chev. You didn't have to do him like that. You didn't have to do him like that. All right, so Chev already has the game, so Chev will play with us. So, oh, I'm saying with us. I mean, if I were to buy the game, theoretically, Chevy would be down to play with Dare and I, right? Is that Chevy made him quit? It sounds like that made Chevy quit as well. What is this? What is this clip here? What is this? The Tarkov creators had a clear vision.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to Tarkov. This is the first basically finished area of the map we have. You can see we've been working really hard on the environments, just fine-tuning the graphics.
Yeah, no one cares about graphics these days. So the first thing I want to talk about is the
What's up,
general
Battle?
overall tone and vibe of the game. Are there any updates on that?
Well, that's my field. It seems like the video game industry is leaning really heavily into making games a little bit too fun. You've got your Call of Duties, you've got your Battlefields.
Great games, very
Deer,
They're just leaning way
Eisensteer,
too heavily
got
into
it.
this enjoyment factor, which I just find absolutely ridiculous. We want to strip the fun right back.
But are we really committed to that?
We are 100% committed to that. In summary, we really want to make playing Tarkov feel like getting punched in the dick.
I absolutely love it. The feeling of being punched in the dick is definitely a vibe I want to keep for this
Definitely
whole
vibe.
game. So the next thing I want to talk about is the new player experience. What's it going to be like when they first enter the game, when they're looking at their inventory?
These guys stream? Really?
Well, I've been working on that. So we've noticed other games
are the
have very
devs?
simple inventory systems. We're not going to do that, are we? Nope. So in Tarkov, new players are going to be greeted by an inventory screen that looks like a spreadsheet. There'll be tons of bullets, tons of magazines, tons of guns, a whole lot of items
Yeah.
you have to identify. People are going to be so freaking confused. It's going to feel like they've been punched in the dick.
See, that's my problem.
However,
I'm scared of the
I would just like to
inventory.
say that yes, this is an incredibly complex game. So we're working on a very robust tutorial.
No,
that
we'll
really
scrap the tutorial. So the next thing is going to be how health works in this game. How healing, how being injured, how does that work? Are there any updates on that?
You'd received 120 cards, Colleen. What's up, Rage Guitars? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Would you know what to do had you been shot?
Wouldn't know.
This is exactly how we want the player to feel in Tarkov. If you get shot, we want them to just be angry, frustrated, terrified. We want it to be a really confusing, horrible experience. There are going to be over a dozen ways to heal in Tarkov, and none of them will make any sense. Aspirin will lead to dehydration, which will lead to death. My theory is if people
Oh, these are
aren't
actors
angry
meant
from
to make
start
hilarious
end in Tarkov,
game-related YouTube
quite
content.
frankly, we've failed.
Oh, wow.
want it to
Ben is an
feel like
incredible digital artist.
The
Nice.
player's been punched in the dick.
Absolutely love it.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
I don't know why I believe
Are
these
you
were
a
the actual
soldier?
Tarkov
No.
developers,
No,
but
you're not. But the players will be playing as soldiers, and I feel like soldiers would know
So
how
the next
to
thing I
heal.
want to talk about is the general quality of life, interacting with your fellow teammates. How does that work?
So we've noticed other video games use gamer tags to help
Oh,
players easily
yeah.
identify their teammates.
I've seen this too.
But
You can kill your own
I've noticed
teammates.
that you don't have a name above your head.
Oh,
No, I don't.
Neither do you.
neither do you.
Oh my goodness, you don't either. So there's going to be none in Tarkov. In fact, it's going to be very difficult for
Multi-deck
players to
punch.
even know who their teammates are. In fact, they're probably going to team kill them over and over. It is going to be the worst, most awful experiences of their
Craft is really
life.
good at killing teammates. I think I've
feel
seen
like I've been
a
punched in the
video
dick.
there, a clip of that.
Okay. Sorry, I just really like to voice some
Craft and
concerns
somebody
that
else.
I've got right now because I'm just
There
a
was
bit
another-
worried with the lack of gamer tags.
Someone
and
else was
the
killing teammates.
confusing heals and the nightmare menus and the general tone of unpleasantness. That I'm just worried that we might be creating a game that's just too difficult, too intimidating, and just generally
Viva La Dirt League is a good channel.
unenjoyable.
Nice.
Just like real warfare.
Love
Thank
it,
you,
love
guys.
it, love it, love it.
Love it. Lock it in.
Ugh. Okay, I guess. Go punch myself in the dick for some research.
Tarkov logic. Nice.
Something. We're inside a web series.
What else do they do? When the guard won't defend you? Oh my goodness. Healing logic and Dead by Daylight. Oh, so they do a lot of video game stuff. Nice. I'll have to look up some of their other videos later. Red Dead logic. Yeah, the only problem is I haven't played a lot of these games, so I try my best, but oh, interesting. We'll have to see. I don't know. Chevy is very against this, though. I feel like I gotta trust Chevy's judgment to some level. Well, I don't know. Eisenstier. Is that good or? How late are you streaming tomorrow, Mama? I have Tuesday and Thursday off this week. Yeah. Mama said she's gonna do an unboxing stream for her 3D printer tomorrow. So, what's this, Boyd at the movies? Yeah, Outback. Just taking a little break. If y'all are just joining, Rage and a few other people, we're making boxes again today, continuing on with this adventure, but trying to figure out how to get this thing together at this point. I was really hoping to try to get to hinges soon, but I don't even know if we're gonna get to that today. So, do a little more sanding here. DBD healing is so weird. Like magic hands, yeah. Yeah, I tried DBD. We played it with Sasaki and Lettuce and a few other people back in the day, but that wasn't really my game. A little too repetitive for me. And just like not a clear point or objective or something. I mean obviously there's clear objective, but there's only one objective. Now who enjoyed playing Dead by Daylight was Dev. I still remember the first time Dev ever played Dead by Daylight. All she did was run around the whole map. She just sprinted the whole map over and over and over, and then anytime she started hearing the killer come close, just started screaming and then running even faster. That's kind of some old lore at this point. Not only back whenever Moko Maid used to play games on a Friday, which I think I heard y'all are actually playing on this Friday. But the first day that Dev played Dead by Daylight. Very funny, usually gaming or PC related content. I found Ben on Twitch last night. You rated someone you knew? Nice. Heck yeah. That's super cool. That's the thing, like Twitch is such a small community when you really think about it, or at least people who have been on and streamed quite a bit. Really not that many. It's always awesome to run into somebody new that you didn't realize was on Twitch. Demi might take you places you don't want to go. Wait, Karen, do you play this game too, or just Chevy in general? I am always sus of Chevy guy, so can't ever trust him too much. He'll lead you back in the cornfields and I don't know, stuff you full of corn. Took me like a dog. Red Dead 2 logic, you killed 300 people in cold blood. But you're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Lore, mama, that's right. All the lore. A little bit there. We're doing a Minecraft scavenger hunt Friday, organized by Barry. Nice. Heck yeah. Let's go. That's pretty close to Crow Day, so only appropriate that a crow does a takeover. I've really liked y'all's Minecraft streams in the past. I know like the Monopoly one, whenever y'all were playing Monopoly, and there was like that huge deal. So yeah, very cool. Miss May was in here earlier, but I'm sure she's probably asleep by now, or hope she is. Should always be sus of Chevy. Well, Karen, I knew whenever I found out he was 21. Actually, he was 20 at the time. I knew whenever I found out he was 20, but had 69 years of leatherworking experience, I had to be sus. Still game on Fridays, just not every Friday, so we can try to get more work done. Yeah. And that's been my problem too, is that whole trying to get more work done thing. Been real difficult around here recently. Right now I'm off work to I'm off to work on my 3rd Deer Skull Mask, listening to the Silmarillion. Okay, good luck, Eisenstein. Yeah, if you ever have any pictures of your Deer Skull Mask that you want to share, I would love to see how it turns out. But yeah, enjoy your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Play Fall Guys. Oh, I do, Kazani. I do have Fall Guys, and I am somewhat decent at it. But you're right. That's the thing, is there's like a lot of free games right now that you can play. That's also got me more hesitant to jump into Tarkov. But like I said, I want some social games and stuff to play with other people in the community. Lindemon just needs to fire up his stream again, like back in the day. Get on some Tarkov again. I haven't done a damn thing on stream both days this week. Yeah, I was watching y'all for a while today. It's tough. Those Twitch stats y'all were looking at were interesting though. I haven't seen those. Occasionally I'll look at Sully Gnome is the one that has the stats that I'll sometimes look at, but yeah, that was kind of a cool piece of content. But like you said, it does take up a lot of time to kind of do a lot of that stuff, and while it's great and it's fun, it's not making products, so I gotta focus on that kind of stuff too. Or just like, honestly, for me, I've got to focus on how to make products that don't take that I don't have to put 10 hours into. On our first box, we probably put in like, oh, I don't know, 20 hours into it at least. You think about Walnut and I, both of our time. Probably more, actually. Chevy is February 29th, December 6th. Oh my god. Posted someone Crafters Corner in Discord. Nice. Nice, yeah, I like that every now and then. I haven't seen their share your project section in the past few days or whatever, so cool. Fox, Alex, that's right. That's right. Fox. How you doing, Alex? Alright, Alex, I think it's time to check in again, Alex. You already know the question I'm gonna ask. Can we see the website yet? And how's it going? I'll be punching though. The stats were interesting. I find Sully Gnome stats to be too cumbersome. I like Twitch Tracker best. I don't think I've seen Twitch Tracker actually. Sully Gnome, well, I think the thing with any stats is misunderstood stats can actually be way more negative than just not looking at any stats at all. So it's very easy, and I heard you guys talking a little bit about it today too. It's very easy to get like lost in just average viewers, or your ranking in some list that's made up in like total number of hours watched or whatever it may be. It's really easy to get caught up in those stats and think maybe you're not doing as good as you actually are, or you're doing way better than you actually are, whatever it may be. But it's difficult to quantify like or everything that's going on in a stream just by looking at the stats. So I always take it as a data point and just, you know, look around a little bit and see what's going on. But the thing that I've found the most interesting with it is a lot of big streamers I just don't follow or don't have any idea who they are, right? You go look at the top of who's getting the most views in Makers and Crafting. There's a lot of people who I've never run across or just haven't seen before. So that's kind of what's been interesting there, and being able to go and follow them and sometimes see what they're up to in their stream or things like that. But yeah, I try to not put too much whatever value into looking just at stats. Thinking Sandy Jig would be good to keep those edges. Something LiDAR. I need something because this is not great. But it is better than what I was doing before. People leave? Oh no, Alex. I'm going to launch soon. All right, Alex. I'll stop bothering you about it. I feel like at this point I've done it too much, so my bad, Alex. But no, I'm just excited for you, and I really would like to share your website, and if anybody who's interested in your keyboard cases, we could take a look and maybe check it out. So, but no, good to hear you're still working on it, Alex. Hope you've been well, buddy. Pretend tomorrow is Monday. That's it, Karen. You got to get some perspective. Statistics are wrong 40% of the time. Exactly. Basically impossible to make any real determinations from stats, but I do find the numbers interesting. Sure, and they are interesting. And especially the more you kind of look into it and start to look at trends, they can help. They can be of use. But I don't know. It's easy to fall into the trap of like, man, I only have 15 followers. I only have 15 viewers right now, and last month I had 20. What am I doing wrong? You know, like, I don't know. Just got to keep going. Can't let it bother you. Okay, I think that's going to be good. I think we may have just fixed this box. Do not call your viewers average. All right, Chef. Free fall. Okay, everybody except for you, free fall. Non-average. That's what I meant. Quietest Sander ever rage? It is. It's actually super loud in here because the dust collector is going as well. But it is NVIDIA Broadcast that is making it quietest Sander ever. But we did, I think, drop that clamp right there. But we did, I think, even out our sides and stuff much better now. I'm gonna be much happier with that fit. Probably straighten up the sides some. The orbital sander just really needs a big surface to sand on. It doesn't do well on little small surfaces like just the lid. So I only mowed my lawn, which is kind of like self-care, dude. Alex, I know that feeling. If you if your lawn is really long or your room is dirty or whatever it may be, just doing those little steps, absolutely, that is a form of self-care and should be recognized. So yeah, good for you. Unfortunately, right now it's so dry in Texas that that we don't have a lawn to mow, and I don't water my grass like that. So we unfortunately don't have a lawn to mow right now, but I'm sure once we get a little bit of rain, it'll be time again. All right. I think we may be able to work on some hinges on this one. I'm a little nervous about doing the hinges. What time is it? 7:30? Do this tonight. Kind of need to be honest. Let's try and do the hinges and see what happens. Okay, so we need a few tools to make this happen. This back in. How do you make it so quiet? That would really help. Rage, look up NVIDIA Broadcast or RTX Voice. They do require an NVIDIA graphics card, but it is active noise cancellation software, so Similar to like if you've ever used Discord has got a similar thing that's called Crisp or Crisper or something like that. That's another service. Momo actually, I don't know if Momo's still hanging out, but she used that for a little bit, I know. And that does not require an NVIDIA graphics card, but yeah. RTX and a little or a few OBS filters as well. All right, so this is the back. I'm gonna mark that back. I miss my Arizona rock line. Sounds good, Alex. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit, buddy. Yep, have a good night. Yeah, the Arizona rock, or having a all rock lawn does seem like the way to go, especially out in the desert. All right, so we're gonna try to use these hinges now. The other thing, oh man, I may not be able to do the hinges tonight. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error because these are gonna be a little bit different than the hinges that I've used before. I used some Rockler hinges before, but these are from a company called Vertex. And I'm hoping that they're a little bit better quality. The Rockler ones were just complete shit. I ended up having to return like 4 out of 5 of their hinges just because they were all like bent and messed up and stuff. But these are going to go on the inside of the box, so kind of like this here. And we need to create the recesses to be able to fit them in. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. These hinges are actually probably too big actually for this small of a box, but they're all I've got right now and I really want to test them. So I think we may just send it anyway. Yeah, I think ideally you'd probably have smaller hinges on this size box. I don't know, Walnut, are you still in chat? What do you think? Violence, Jack? Is that all that's left to do here? A little bit of B&E or something? Sure, Rage. Yeah, yep. Let me know if you have any questions on it. But if you have the right graphics card, it's super easy to implement and use. So, what's up, Battle? Thanks for the hydrate. Now that I kind of sit here for a second, I kind of got a freaking headache. But read our instructions real quick. You need to get that card first, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, RTX voice, like NVIDIA broadcast requires a little bit higher. I think it requires a 2000 series and above graphics card with RTX capabilities. But RTX voice, I think I was doing it with like a 1000 series graphics card pretty recently. So hydrate box to see if it's watertight. No, you, Jack. No, I'm not hydrating this damn box. I put too much time. This is like a 6-hour box already at this point. I don't know, guys. Look how dry it is. It seems thirsty. 7:30 right now. We're gonna try and do this. Are we actually gonna try and do these hinges right now? Jack, this is not steel. You can't just cool down the box whenever it's looking thirsty. This is wood, Jack. Wood. Let's see. Yes, let's go, says Karen. Karen still got faith. Could do it, Jack, just the test. All right, let's try. So I think our notes will have it. So let's check our notes first. Like responsible. Oh, that's not it. There it is. So, oh, we do need a VBit. We do need a router the chamfered edges. Let's go do that real quick. Actually, it's actually something we can do pretty easily. So we do need to chamfer the edges. Sand the top and the bottom of the body to get them flat. Okay, we already did that. Cut mortise for hinges. Yes, that'll be the next step. So let's come over to the router table real quick, and we will just give a slight little chamfer to these edges. And that's gonna be on the where the lid meets the bottom, and that'll just allow a little nice finger groove to be able to open up the box a little easier. Grab the hinge hammer, yeah, for sure. What is that, Kazani? Here's exploded view. Oh, nice, of the win. We're looking for some sort of like adjustment. If you guys didn't see it, the sander that I was using, this belt sander here, is not square. Is not at 90 degrees. So we need a way to be able to adjust it. Did you read through this? Following the belt sander. Belt sander straight lines. Turn sander on allowed to reach full speed. Support the workpiece against. See, I don't see anything about calibrating it though. Adjusting the tracking. But I don't see anything about adjusting the zero. Okay, problem. Sanding grain rubs off easily. Sanding surface clogs quickly. Yeah, they don't even have that as a problem. So I'm guessing that there is no way. I mean, there may be a way to adjust it, but I don't think that there's a great easy way to adjust it. Probably going to involve some shimming. Camera 1.
Camera 1.
Camera 4. We've got our little V-bit in here. If you guys didn't see yesterday, our good friend Lidar sent us some setup blocks that are very nice. And we've now got these to use. I not really have much. We probably need to put a pretty small chamfer on here, because that is not a whole lot of extra space right there. I think we need something larger than an 1/8, 3/16, 16ths. I think that's gonna be it right there. Yeah, I think 3/16ths will be it. That little finger is. Notice all the exploded views attached. Side and top. Okay. I'll look at it a little bit more. Thanks for looking that up, Kazani. Appreciate it. Every time I see that now, I've written here, Boyd saying it'll be fine. Yeah, that's what Charmed I think started out as too, and she didn't understand. Charmed didn't understand that it'll actually be fine. But we made it anyways, right, Charmed? Three-sixteenths it is, Outback. That's all we can do, bud. All right, let's get some dust collection. And we'll just make little chamfers on the sides. Oh, is this thing not plugged in? Shit. Didn't reach. All right, so we're just gonna do the bottom of the lid and the top of the bottom. Bottom top, bottom top. Let's get the tempered edge. Kazani, you can actually call the dogs out if you do the puppy time. If you look at the channel point, you can do the puppy time, and I think that's limited to 2 times. But whenever it's super loud out here and stuff, I try to keep them inside. But they'll be out every now and then. Okay. So now whenever we put these 2 pieces together, you got a nice little area right here to pick up, right? So we're not gonna add a knob or a handle or anything. It'll just be that little spot where you can pick up. Camera 2. Camera 2. Droid, why do we gotta do this, man? Why we gotta go through all this? Let's put our setup block away before we walk away. Yeah, and thanks to LiDAR for picking this up from the Amazon wish list, guys. You guys have been very generous with purchasing stuff from there, so I really do appreciate it. Oh, you just have 2,100 points? Yeah, Kazani, it does take a little bit to get the 5,000. Thank you, Cross. Thank you. LiDAR Mouse. Thank you, guys. I have faith in Boyd. It will be fine. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Charmed. Hearing you say, oh shit, reminded me of Dare today. Failing on the channel point redeem? I don't think I was there for that, Colleen. Wouldn't surprise me, though. There was some kind of wildness going on over there, for sure. Thanks for the wishlist reminder, LiDAR. That was hilarious. Dev, you mean Colleen? What happened? How did he fail on the channel point redeem? What kind of... I know they just got some new channel point redeems, but I don't know how he could fail. Oh, Kazani, the other kind of confusing thing is there are channel points and there are stream elements points. Stream elements points are what you see by typing in exclamation mark points. And handled by stream elements. Channel points are Twitch points that you see on the bottom under chat. So they're 2 different points, unfortunately. But I use stream elements points because you can gamble them and trade them and do different things with them. So yeah, it's a little bit different. Can't gamble your Twitch points though. All right, let's see. Thank you for the clip, Colleen.
Charmed. I don't think that's a thing.
Oh shit. I have to leave that up. When I minimize it.
We need to install a widget. A strim widget.
This is fine, I guess.
Is a strim widget a thing? Charmed. I don't think that's a thing.
And I don't get it.
I have to leave that up. When I minimize it.
Chat goes crazy after this, though.
We need to install a widget. A strim widget.
Oh. Oh, they're doing a channel. Walnut just filled me in. They weren't supposed to curse for 5 minutes. Oh, I have not seen this channel point redeem yet. I see. Okay. So you're supposed to make it 5 minutes
Darn, I
without
don't think
cursing.
that's a thing.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I have to leave that up.
But like neither
When
of
I
them
minimize
noticed, and
it.
all of a sudden chat just explodes.
We need to install widget.
I know.
A strim widget.
This is fine, I guess.
Is a strim
Fail,
widget
random
a thing?
tinker.
Darn,
It is tough though. I mean, I try not to curse too much. Like I try to at least limit it a little bit on stream. But I definitely it would be hard for me to go 5 minutes probably too. So he said oh shit so quickly. That's hilarious. The timer up and didn't even make it a minute into it. Yep. Yeah, that was tough. Yeah, he didn't even realize it. Neither him or Dev realized it, so that's hilarious. Okay. So we've got our little finger groove here. The next part will be to read our instructions. And so cut mortise for hinges. Use combination square to mark the outside edge of the hinge. Lay the hinge next to the combination square to mark the, okay, right. The inside edge of the hinge. Use wheel marking gauge to mark the edge. Okay. Got a lot of just like generic edge words here, but I think we can we can figure it out. So never noticed me cursing. I guess I don't too much. But whenever I went back and looked at all my clips, and like I guess it was a lot of the yeets or the times where things went really bad. I feel like I always would drop a F word after that. So I don't think I do too much, but yeah, it sometimes gets a little excessive. Where do we want these hinges to be? Somewhere like, they got to be pretty close to the outside on this little box. I think they actually have to be somewhere like here, right? I think they're going to be pretty far out, so yeah, somewhere like this right here. I'm going to mark this with my combination square. Okay. That's good. So we'll do this. We'll take this measurement here. And we'll use our marking knife here. Let me make sure one more time. I like the position of these. That'll be good. All right. So I need to take our marking knife here, which is right here. You know, work, your nose shows in front of the camera. It's so funny because it's just your nose. Oh my goodness. That's kind of embarrassing, but well, I kind of do have a big nose. It's not the smallest feature on my body, so ayo. Didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, it's funny. All right, so we're gonna use this square here, and mark the edge. Okay. We'll mark that edge. Then we'll come over here, Janie, and then we'll mark this edge. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the hinge in front of it. Worked a lot easier with walnut here, but let's see if I can actually hold all of this myself. Really difficult. Again, we're just using this little marking knife here. No, it's natural, but it's funny. I'm good. I'm glad I can add a little bit more amusement to the stream in that way. Maddie just texted me before pressing out for the night. She said the box was a huge hit. Her mother adored it. Amazing. Amazing, 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 Colleen. That is awesome to hear. If you guys don't know, the first box that we made was for one of Colleen's relatives, and it was for collecting her 90th birthday cards. Apparently, she got 120, which is so cool. We were originally expecting maybe only, 75 to 100, but it's awesome to hear that she ended up getting 120 cards. So that's super cool, Colleen. I'm really, really happy that they enjoyed it as much as we liked making it. So very cool. Miss May is still here. Miss May is up late tonight. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I do hope all 120 cards do fit. Cause I think we tested a box that was like 6 inches walnut, and 100 cards was kind of thick. Now I guess that does depend a little bit on if you save the envelopes or if they're just the cards, right? As far as how they fit, but yeah, hopefully they sent out 100 invites. We thought it was going to be less. Apparently the word spread around. That's amazing though. That's really cool. I hope that she enjoyed herself. She deserves it. Okay, now we need to mark with this little wheel marking gauge. Let me read the instructions again. It says Part C, 6C there. Use wheel marking gauge to mark the edge of the hinge. Set the hinge length plus half of the barrel height. That's right. So we need to take it here. Go to half of the barrel height. That's pretty good right there. So again, this little wheel marking gauge has a carbide cutter out on the end. And what it's really good to do, you can hold the brass piece here up against the work. Oh, that's going to be way too deep. We're not going to be able to do that. We're only going to be able to go about that far in. Yeah, the hinge will be hanging out a little bit from the back, but that's fine. That's what we got there. The carbide cutter will cut us a nice sharp line here. Okay. So you can see the marked out lines here. They're just cuts in the wood, so it's a little challenging. I guess I can. They do typically recommend to kind of go over them in pencil. But let me make them all touch here. Got a better view. Lay that knife in the cut. We just want those nice sharp lines all the way across to give us a nice layout, and that way it kind of breaks those fibers, those wood fibers there. And that way whenever we're using our chisel, which I was gonna do chisel sharpening at the same time as this, but I don't have time to sharpen chisels today, so we're just gonna go with however sharp however sharp they are right now. Maybe we'll do chisel sharpening again at some point, but oh, all the edges are marked out now. And I think we can start to at least do some testing for the hinges. Now, these are some new hinges that we haven't used before, so we're gonna have to reset our router, which is unfortunate because that took quite a while last time. But let's try and see if we can learn some things. Birthday cards to go into the box. So we're gonna get our router out now. Where is that thing? Here. We're gonna have to cut some test pieces, so let us, I wonder, no, that's not gonna work. Basically what we're gonna try and do is cut across two different test pieces and then be able to fold them over on each other and try to see if the hinge fits. It's just a method on how to try to get the thickness and the depth of our mortise, or the opening where the hinge goes, just right. So let's try to. Oh man, I was gonna make a jig for this as well. Yikes, Kazani. Jig for this would be nice. So let's. Oh man. Try to clamp them to my table here. Yo, Virtual Gopher's here. What's up, Virtual Gopher? How's it going, buddy? Welcome in. You guys didn't see, we raided into Virtual Gopher. When was that? Maybe it was last week sometime, but I really enjoyed the stream, Gopher. Man, you make some really nice guitars, and really enjoyed hanging out with you. So, yeah, welcome in, bud. How you doing today? A couple days ago. Okay. Yeah, my memory is it's going by the day, you know. But good to see you, bud. Thanks for being here today. He is so fun. Yeah, absolutely, and super talented too. So great to see. You're just joining us, Gopher. Not great. Trying to do box making again today. And try to get one pretty close to being done. We'll see how it actually works out, but maybe there's a chance we get it close to done. So the idea is to cut a little spot in here, and then you can flip them over. Oh no, you can actually, how does it work? Why am I confused now? Oh yeah, like this. Should be able to slide the hinge in here. And this hinge appears to be much thicker than the last hinge that we got, so we're going to need to expand quite a bit and adjust the depth of this cutter. So we've got a little 1/8 inch bit in here right now. Burroughs Forge raid, let's go. Welcome in, Burroughs. And friends, how you guys doing? OMG raid, get you Doritos. What's up, Burroughs? How you doing, my friend? Great to see you today. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, how was your stream, man? What was going on? You guys don't know Burroughs Forge. He does some really amazing stuff. Been making some like beer tap handles and just always working on some really cool stuff over there. Doing a lot of blacksmithing and stuff. I don't know if you've started up with your full combat knight fighting adventure yet or not, but yeah, I was also interested in that at one point too. So what's up, Burroughs? Welcome in. Great to see you, buddy. Mulder and Willow TV. Sorry for butchering your name there. Thank you for that follow and welcome in. Yeah, guys, if y'all are just joining us today, we're doing some testing right now to try to fit some hinges, but we've got a little wooden box going right now. This one is made out of maple and walnut, and just trying to fit some hinges onto the back of this box here. So this is your first time here, welcome into our shop. We do a lot of woodworking, resin, and things like that. Sometimes I'm on my lathe turning, or other times I'm making boxes like this. So yeah, thanks for the first time chat, Mulder, and thanks for coming in with the hype. So welcome back, GG. Assembling our tap handles, very cool. I think you got a really big order last time, so I hope all that's going well. With school and work, looks like it will need to wait a while. Need to make practice 3 times a week, and doesn't work for me at the moment. Damn, that's a big commitment for sure. Well, good thing is, Burroughs, I'm sure you can always go back to it. Oh, shit. You can always go back to it if you want. But yeah, Burroughs does like... This is not a great setup right now, guys. I'm just gonna say that. A lot of really great stuff. Like, I don't know. I'll just always remember whenever you were on. Burroughs was featured by Twitch one time, and got to do like a really good interview with a Twitch staff member, and that was super cool. But it was really like showcasing everything that he does as far as like falconry and the blacksmithing stuff and the home brewing. So yeah, that super cool experience, I'm sure. Less chance of broken bones too? Yeah, just seemed to be like a little bit of a risk of broken bones in doing that. You're being a good egg. Nice, GG. Good, I hope that's helping you out. Box's tolerance are ridiculously tight. Be messy, you're making me feel bad. Mulder, I don't know about that. I'm doing my best, but you know, I don't know. I've been labeled as a perfectionist, Mulder, so, but that has its drawbacks too. It means sometimes that I take way too long on projects, so. Mulder, do you make boxes and stuff? It sounds like it maybe. But I try my best, you know. It's really difficult. I actually just started making boxes. This is only my, well, if we finish it, it will only be my second box ever to finish. So I'm doing my best to make them quote unquote fancy or nice, but it's really been a challenge. I'm not even close. I'm trying to fit the hinge right now. That was way too deep. Maybe let's try and get a better reference here. We need to go about halfway in. And where is that halfway point on this hinge? Or like there maybe? But yes, absolutely less chance of broken bones. Yeah, my goodness. Those guys show no mercy. It's wild. No way I'm doing any of that freaking full contact medieval fighting. No way. I dabble in everything. It makes stone ornaments and jewelry mostly though. Wow. That's super cool. Stone ornaments. Well, if those are Christmas ornaments, then you're about to be a really busy person. So, yeah, I got to think about some sort of Christmas plan here pretty soon as well. We're coming up on the time where you got to start making stuff to sell for Christmas. So, probably try and do some like Christmas trees and ornaments and stuff soon. So, we'll see. That's very cool. Stone is not a medium that I've worked in before, but seen some people do really cool stuff with it for sure. Same way with doing things out back, yeah. And it's both a curse and a blessing, and I think there's a healthy amount of still really loose. There's a healthy amount of I don't know, precision or like I don't know, being hard on yourself that is necessary. But on the other hand, it's sometimes good to just like let things go and just understand that it's okay. Okay to mess up or you know, have things not be 100% perfect, but challenging. It's a big challenge. Split stone with feathers and wedges before? What? What up, old man shoe? Sounds wild. But yeah, Outback, maybe we can help each other out because I need to be a little bit less like that. Again, I think there is a healthy amount that is necessary to push yourself and to try to make yourself a better whatever person, creator, maker. But gotta balance that. I'm just slowly adjusting the height, trying to bring these things together a bit. Super close right now. That was actually a good adjustment. I think it may be a little tight. Just a little too tight. So that means we need to drop it just a hair. 1/8. That way. Perfect is the enemy of good. True. True. And like the other thing that I'm challenged with is like I really don't know how to make these boxes efficiently or in a well organized procedure either. So that's the thing that I'm trying to balance is like one is honing skills and like making sure that I'm trying to do this in a correct way. But the other again is just like understanding that some things are just not gonna work out in a perfect manner, you know? Working on a Scottish castle series at the moment, so carving the castle scales depends, but it's about a foot of rock I carved them out of. What? Sounds wild. I can't imagine carving that much. I carved a little piece of wood once, and that took like all of my, I don't want that. Took like all of my skill and patience. But carving inherently is just a little less precise or whatever, right? I mean, there's definitely precise carvings, but in general, you're not going to get as clean of a finish as if you do something with a machine. Still tight. My motto is wing it. Use the calipers to set depth? How though? I don't know if I can. Try one more time. Hope this is the last time here. So again, this is like why making multiple of these and using the same hardware, like these are brand new hinges that I've never used before, so we're having to reset our router. But again, it's why doing a bunch of these at a time is the way to go if you can afford it. Because all of these little things take setup. Make 10 of them and you'll probably figure it out. Exactly, bros. And I just need to get to those 10 and actually get past them. So this will be my second. So we're nowhere even near 10. Yeah, but there's not a great registration part to measure the depth, I don't think. Or to like measure the depth on there, because the inside plate is missing, so I'm not sure if I really have the ability to do that. Now, that's the thing, is like sometimes it really loose now. At the right? I just cut? Now it's loose. No, it's not loose. That's good. It fits and it's good. I think that's the proper depth there. All right. So make sure that's locked. Keep that there. Manchu's a machinist? Nice. Yeah, Manchu's been hanging out quite a bit around here and offering some really good advice. So yeah, that helps. Just out of the garage, seeing. Just eyeball it and hope for the best. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, but I'm making small incremental measurement or adjustments on here. So use your new blocks, and the blocks aren't going to be precise enough for this. This is fine micro adjustments. So I don't think we're going to be able to use the blocks enough, but I think we got it dialed in now. Problem is though, I really need something else to kind of support. Oh, long enough to bridge over the plate? Yeah, maybe. But it's fine now. It's fine. But I do need some sort of like support for this bottom plate here. And I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do that. So Saki was saying we can make some sort of like L bracket to kind of go out on the inside, but this is a smaller box here. So possible we could just like put a bunch of pieces on the inside. Maybe that would work. Cut a slot in your scrap with a router and measure that. Got a slot. Oh, this is gonna be too tall as well. Wonder if I can just freehand this. Yeah, I just don't know if I have a good board. I don't know if I have any good scrap. About this here. This probably be a good piece right here. I think that would be a good piece right there. Kind of true it up. Then clamp that. Work. Hey, what's up, Fitz? How are you doing, buddy? How's your Tuesday been going so far? Welcome in. And it's got to be on the inside, right? Well, actually, no. I think the person I saw was both on the inside and the outside. Because it's kind of nice to have a lead in. Although, I don't even know if we're going to be able to lead in because of this here. We just need this to be flush. This to be flush. This is probably not the right clamp for this either. Let me get a better clamp. What's over here? Let's get a little F clamp. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm probably gonna have to adjust it for each side, but that's okay if I can just get it cut. Tough. Maybe good enough. I think that's gonna be good enough. Now let's just clamp this down to the bench, and I think that'll be all right. Got the 3D printer back alive and did some rearranging on the PCs. Nice, Fitz. That sounds like fun. What are you planning on printing? Lamp is right in the way of everything. Not going to be able to do that. Maybe, but I don't know if I have enough space to do this. Clamp outside and flush with the edge. Clamp low on the box so it's out of the way. Yeah, the problem is this is a really small box. And this piece does not fit in there very well. Let's try this. Yeah, it works. All the things fits. Taking over the world with the 3D printer. Yeah, the clamp doesn't go down anymore is the problem. Probably shouldn't be on this blue mat, so let's take this off. Yeah, old man, I didn't know that you were a machinist as well. Gonna be tight. Try and move this over a little bit. All right, let's see how this works. Hopefully, hoping for the best here. Okay, let me outline my marks in pencil real quick. It'll help. You like building them more than the actual printing with them? Yeah, I like 3D, getting a new 3D printer as well. Is fun, or CNC machine, any of that stuff is fun to play with. And just the feeling of having a new one is really cool. Getting a raid right now? Going on, everybody? I'm sorry I can't look right now. We are cutting a mortise or a space for a hinge on here. I'm sorry I can't look and greet you all, but
I will be with y'all in just one moment. Oh, is it a big raid? What's happening right now? Texas Hula? Oh man, Hula's coming in here. What up, Hula? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, guys. We are working on boxes right now. Using a little hand router to create a mortise for a hinge. So, welcome in, guys. Hula, how was your stream, buddy? Thank you so much for the raid, Hula. Dude, your wand is absolutely amazing. I am so impressed by it. And yeah, super happy that you decided to join, Hula. Really, really did. I saw you making it, working on it a couple weeks ago, I think. And the finished product is just incredible. So, you guys are somehow not following Texas Hula, go give him a follow. He posts a lot on Instagram as well, so if you're not following him there, go check out his stuff there. But yeah, what was going on today, Hula? Let me finish this just real quick. All right, we're back. We're back. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Purple Music Box is here. What's going on, Purple Music Box? Bad Mood Leather is here too. What up, B? How are you doing today, B? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. 10 years? Really, Tom? That's crazy. Jabberwocky, yeah, what up, Hula? Cass is here. What's going on, Cass? How are you doing? Welcome in. Been a little bit, Cass. Hope you've been well. Hobby machinist, never thought I'd enjoy 3D printing because I'm anti-CNC, but it's really cool. For sure. For sure, Fitz. I really enjoy 3D printing and all that too. So, guys, if y'all are just joining, welcome in. Thank y'all so much for being here. We are making wooden boxes these days. You'll see me turning a lot, and that was what I did for the majority of my first 2 years on Twitch. But right now, we're getting into a little bit of box making. So I've got this one going. It is walnut with some maple splines, and yeah, just working on a little smaller jewelry box. Just kind of cut out the beginning of a mortise for a hinge there. So that's what I was doing with the router. I don't have any finished boxes right now, but we've got a couple that are underway. This one is cherry with walnut accents, more of a medium style box. This one is a smaller box that, if all things go well, will be a pen and pencil box for Charmed Kitty Cat. So, yeah, good to see you guys. Good to see you. Hula, what was going on today? Lingor is here. Boyd's turn to make a wand. Dang it, Lingor. There's going to be a lot of pressure to make a good wand now, but I'm going to do my best. If you guys don't know, in the Craftsman's Guild, which is our Discord, our stream team, we do a quarterly challenge, and this quarter's challenge is to make a wand, right? So just real quick, if you haven't seen this, or if you're not familiar with Texas Hula's wand or his work that he has done, it is absolutely incredible. Right there at the top, because I just searched this. Guys, check out this freaking wand here. 12.5 inches. I believe that you used, African blackwood and tigerwood. I'm blown away. All of the little features in here, all of these, the square part right here even is just like such an amazing touch. All of the curves and features in there is just amazing, Hula. So you absolutely crushed it. And I'm super excited that you joined us, and are entering a project this time. So, I mean, just stunning wood combinations, along with an absolutely amazing design and execution too, right? Walnut, my wife, she's thinking about trying to turn for the first time in a long time. Ever since I got my little Laguna, she hasn't really turned too much. So it's gonna be fun to see her try and make a wand herself and try to go from there. So we'll have to see, but she was saying herself, like, it's one thing to make the designs, and she's been helping a lot with our designs, like even designing the boxes and stuff like here in SketchUp, but she is working on trying to make a new wand design, I think, here pretty soon. So we've been good, Cass. We've been good, just doing our thing here, and trying to make some cool stuff. So yeah, B, we've been doing well. We've been doing well for sure. So I hope the same for you. Whittled a little bear tonight, Hula. It is amazing to see your whittling and stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited to see again, how you've
turned your pyrography, added that to your bowls. Maybe there will be some, you know, portions of projects that are both turned and hand carved, or, you know, however you decide you're gonna maybe try to incorporate those, or maybe just keep them separate and just enjoy whittling for what it is, and just do that. But I'm super excited you're doing that. Definitely a very chill thing to do on stream, which is nice, of course. And yeah, definitely whenever it's super hot outside. So making the podcast, good to see you as well. Welcome in. I officially hate writing listings, GG. It's all right. You got this, GG. Not to take away from Boy, but Astro Printer and a bunch of guys are streaming right now if you want to chit chat. You look good and it's so tall for you. Yeah, Walnut, we do need to figure out maybe how to boost you up some, but Jabberwocky, there is. So in our Discord, Momo just did the link there, but in our Discord, in the Craftsman's Guild Discord, if you scroll down to the community challenge section, I was just showing it a little bit ago as well, and taking a look at some of the wands that have already been started or finished. Freaky Elka, who is super talented maker, does a lot of things. This is not finished. I think he was planning on painting it from here, so this one is going to be really cool when it's all said and done. We've got Jack Frost here, who he made this out of steel, right? Jack Frost is a blacksmith, if you guys don't know. Made this out of steel and then painted it to have a bone look, right? So you can see the kind of the arm bones and then the hand there. So that one is super cool, made by Jack Frost again, who also streams. And then of course his little skull on the bottom there. Give me a few secs. Need to get my mess off the patio. No worries at all, Hula. Take it easy, bud, and we'll catch you soon. Blacksmith Pop, who made this wand out of steel as well, and has some really nice features in here. A bunch of curls and twists. Has a little captured orb in the end, and I thought it was really cool as well. So a lot of people doing these, but entries are due by the end of this month, right? And if you look in the pinned sections, or if you look in the bottom right now, you can find how to submit your projects. Basically, it just has to be something that you have made in the since started on after July 1st and finished before the end of August. So yeah, it's if y'all aren't familiar with the Craftsman's Guild, we're just a group of makers who came together on Twitch. We have our Discord, and we also have a Twitch stream team. And it's just a bunch of woodworkers, metalworkers, leatherworkers. Hopefully we'll be expanding more in the future. Who knows? We just did a big reorganization of our Discord, so if you haven't checked out our Discord in a while, I would encourage you to go back and check it out. We tried to really simplify and organize the Discord a little bit better. So yeah, thank you to everybody who followed too. Making the podcast, Break My Dreams, and Jacques54. Thank you to the three of you guys for the follows as well. So I do appreciate that very much, and thanks to everybody who has entered or has entered. Still thinking about the challenge. Who has joined from the Hula Raid. So yeah, again, we're making boxes here and trying to get a mortise here that will fit a brass hinge. So these are going to be hinges that are on the inside of the box. So we kind of marked out our cut lines, and then we are going to kind of try to touch this up with our newly sharpened chisel. It needs to be resharpened, to be honest, but it's at least way more sharp than it was in the past. So let's see if we can actually do this with a little more confidence today. Join the guild. That's right. Who decides the challenge winner? So Purple, what we do is, so entries are due by August 31st, right? That following week or sometime in early September, we will have a review show, right? So recently we've been passing around who the host is. So I started hosting them, and Woodcraft by Owen, Way Cool Wood. There's been a few different hosts for the review show, but basically we'll all get together, we'll organize all of the different projects and go through them one by one. So it's a fun evening. You can kind of chat with new people or get to explore all the projects, and it's just kind of a fun way to kind of celebrate all of the entries. our last theme was wall art, and we got a bunch of different really cool wall art. Bad Moon Leather, who is in chat right now, she finished second. TSA, Texan Space Agency, finished first. Both of them non-woodworkers, right? TSA does metalworking and blacksmithing. Bad Moon Leather made a really awesome leather clock. That was just stunning. So, as well as Emma's Me also did pyrography as well. So we do encourage everybody to join. You don't have to be a member of the guild, but all you have to do is be a part of the Discord and hang out with us there. So that's all it is, and anybody can enter. So we still have 2 weeks left. I have not started my wand yet, but I do need to finish it. But yeah, we do the review show, and then basically voting will be open for the next couple days. So the voting does require that you are a member of our Discord. And also we try to do like a I don't know, like a fair game, right? Maybe don't, if you like watching my stream, don't just automatically vote for me, but just try to vote for your favorite 3 projects and just enjoy the experience. It's really not meant to be something serious. It is meant to be something that is fun for the community. Everybody typically pushes themselves to try something new, and it's just meant to be fun. So it's easy sometimes to get caught up in a challenge or really want to try to win or all of that. But really, it's just meant to be fun and maybe introduce you to some new people in the community and just, practice your skills or show off your skills. So it's great to have Hula. We're really blessed to have him join us this time and really excited to see all the other entries as well. Haven't submitted my wand yet because I still don't have a bandsaw, so no way to make it look like a finger. Can you do it with a handsaw somehow? Just don't use it during a thunderstorm. Welcome back, Chev. Tink, are you alright? Some words are just plain hard. Words are hard after a drink? Oh, that's what's going on. Tink has been doing some gold prospecting, so he's out in the sticks right now, I think. Thing is not too sharp, or else I feel like this end grain would be cutting a lot easier, but I do need to brace this little piece here because we're going to get thin again. Break my dreams. Words are hard. Oh, nice. Evan and Caitlin. Emotes there. Love it. You'll get voluntold when you're hosting. GG, don't even start. Don't even start, GG, miss. I say words, but I don't actually mean those words. And when people try to get me to do stuff that I said, I think I'm getting attacked. No, GG. No. You did this to yourself. Still have to take pictures. That's right. Colleen finished up with hers really early and has an amazing one as well. There's definitely some others out there. I think Oldrum Leatherworks. I saw him in here. I believe he has a finished one. So again, we got 30 entries last time. And I believe, I hope we can get at least 30 this time. That would be great to repeat that, or maybe have a few more entries. So, do I have a video on the sign? Making a podcast, I don't really. I honestly don't post too much to YouTube. Although I did see Hula just did some posting to YouTube, and did one of his projects, but I don't honestly. And a lot of it we kind of did off stream. Sometimes with these challenges, I don't get started as early as I need to, and that causes some late catching up that has to be done. That is requires some off stream work. So unfortunately, some of that did get done off stream, and I do not have a great video on it, but maybe one day I'll get good making a podcast. Making a podcast, do you make a podcast? Do you have a podcast? Tell us about it if so. Really want to make a wand, but I have to make inventory for stupid Dragon Con. Well, B, you got to take care of the financials and make sure you're taking care of yourself there before anything else. And that's the unfortunate part of making for a living, I guess. But we totally understand, B, and maybe the next one will be something that you can do and you'll have time for. So would love to see it. Because your clock really was amazing. I can't wait to see that again whenever I go visit Sasaki soon. Vote for Chevster, he'll love you forever. See, here goes Chev tainting the votes again. Evan and Caitlin, yeah, Break My Dreams. Nice. Yeah, welcome in. Thanks for the first time chat, Break My Dreams. Hula's a guest on the podcast tomorrow night. Sick. I just like having guests that are passionate in life and what they do. Okay, so it's not necessarily a making podcast, but just stuff in general. So very cool. Making a podcast. Do you stream your podcast on Twitch, or do you guys tape them and then put them on whatever, Spotify or stuff like that? Getting it on the next one for sure. Perfect, B. Would love to see it. Absolutely. I mean, that's the cool thing, guys, is we've really, it's kind of been a great thing for the community, and it's been great to, meet new people or just get more experience into what other people are making. Makers and Crafters is not a huge space, so there's a pretty good chance that if you're in here right now, you at least make something. But it's sometimes hard. Not everybody streams, and so you don't always know if somebody's a really talented crocheter or leather artist or whatever it may be. So that's always really cool to see. We had a lot of people enter for the first time in the last challenge. See how close we are to getting this hinge to fit here. Maybe let's zoom in just a little bit. You do stream them on Twitch, then put them on YouTube. Nice. Let me give you a shout out here. Oops. Oh man, that was a fail. There we go. Let me make sure I'm following, and anybody else who wants to follow and watch tomorrow night. That's gonna be really cool. Nice. I will try to join you guys. I'm actually not gonna be streaming tomorrow night, so I will try to join. All right. But yeah, if y'all are new here, I do stream and make full time. I worked as an engineer for 7 years after college, and then just decided that I had enough and wanted to do my own thing. I mean, okay, I was planning on it for many years before I actually quit, but yeah, in 2020 just decided we were going to make things full time, and it's been a lot of fun. Definitely new stress and new things to experience, but it's been a whole lot of fun on this adventure, so. $8 p.m. Central Time. Perfect. Woodworker as well, though. All self-taught and somewhat new. Awesome. That's the thing is I quote unquote am self-taught too, but at the same time, YouTube is such an amazing resource, and there's a lot of great people in this community who have helped me out as well. So I didn't go to any formal woodworking school or get any education like that, but yeah, just learn through YouTube and trial and error, and again, some great people in the community who really have helped out. I don't think we're actually going to get all of this hinge fitted today, but our best to at least get little bit done here. Excited for your boxes, GG. Yeah, we'll get started on those soon, GG. Maybe even as early as tomorrow if we can finalize the design. At least on one of them. So, because they're gonna take a little bit of time. So, yeah, I'm excited too, GG. I hope we can help you guys out. Our main focus is passion and good people. Nice. Well, Hula definitely has both of those. So, yeah, I'll be really excited to see him on the podcast. Yeah, Hula. I'm in Texas as well, and yeah, I've been watching Hula and hanging around with him for as long as I've been on Twitch. Obviously, a legend here. So, yeah, it's been super cool to watch him on his journey as well, and you know, get as far as he has with the wands and with the bowls and stuff. He was definitely a big inspiration for the green turning the little bit of green turning that I've done. Although I do need to finish the one green bowl that I have that is ready to be cut again. Now dry. Especially Murphs, yeah, for sure, GG. If you want us to start on that, we'll we can help you out. Figure if you know Jimmy DeResta's name, you're already 75% a maker. True, Fitz. No rush, no rush. You will, you be talented. Thank you, GG. Thank you. Just gonna accept the compliment. We're not gonna question anything. We're just gonna accept the compliment. Thank you, GG. Cleaning this out a little bit, but it does look like it's going to fit. Little hinge there. So that's one side. But now we need to go to the other side. We had a 19-year-old young girl who was a pilot, flight instructor, to a CNC guy, to a 47-year-old BMX bike guy that travels around with his childhood heroes. Just a lot of fun. Cool. Yeah, I will. I'll try and maybe catch some of y'all's old podcast as well. My wife, Wicked Walnut, who you may see in chat, she's been watching a lot of podcasts recently. So, or not watching, listening to a lot of podcasts recently. That's very cool. Maybe she'll find some interest in, and we'll take a listen together. Does anyone here make silicone molds? I'm looking for what to use. Make molds for resin? Saki makes his own molds. Wait, what kind of molds, Momo? Doesn't matter. I actually need y'all's opinion on how big, because I want to put his blankie in there. Oh, and his collar and paw print. GG, will you send us maybe a picture of what all you want in there? And then maybe we can try to determine, you know, the proper size, or if you have like a cardboard box or something for reference, maybe that would help. But yeah, we can definitely work with you on that. Saki, enter now. I got some crystal clusters I want to make molds of. I mean, Momo, the general idea of how to make a mold is not hard. You know, you just need something. It depends on like what it is exactly, but basically you just need something to contain the silicone. You need a base, and then you just need to put that item down on the base. So if it's like the crystals, you just have your base piece. You can hot glue whatever it is down. What am I trying to hot glue down? You can just hot glue this down, and then squeakers can come out and hang out. Corrugated plastic sheets. There you go. TJ's got some ideas there. But yeah, I mean, you basically just need to put your piece flat on the base glue it down somehow. You can put hot glue on the bottom and glue it down. Make walls for it, and then pour in your silicone, and it's good to go, right? You'll just invert it, and you'll be able to pour the resin on the top, right? That makes sense? I think a cup and the silicone, the bottom of the cup can be the base. Yeah, for sure, Momo. You could just use a cup. I mean, people use like, big plastic, like, what people use to mix a bunch of resin in. It's like those big plastic containers. So yeah, any of that will work. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? But yeah, Sasaki for these little molds, Momo. I mean, this is similar enough to here. I haven't shown you guys my drawers in a while. Come look at my drawers. Camera 4. Really zoomed in right now. Come take a look at my drawers over here. I'll show you guys. I'll bear it all for y'all here in my drawers. This one here. I mean, this is done in a cup, Momo. So you see the burl. So Saki just had a cup. He stuck the piece of burl down. When he's outside making some noise. He stuck the piece of burl down in the bottom of the cup and then just filled the cup up with silicone. And then you just flip it over and bam, you got your mold. So yeah, that would definitely work too. You don't have anything else? Or looking for advice on the silicone brand? Illumilite has all kinds. Illumilite makes silicone mold stuff, yeah. That's what we used. We used this mold rubber here. I think that was this one here. It worked pretty well. But honestly, I haven't used this mold too much. I need to. Ooh, it's gross. I need to stop showing that, but I think we were pretty happy with that. The challenge can be is knowing how much silicone to mix up. That can be really difficult. Go in as Illumilite and a 40% off coupon. Okay, well maybe start with that. There's other silicones like oh, what is that popular brand? There's one that's in like a yellow container. I can't think of the name of it right now, but something like that. Amazing Mold Maker, yeah, that's it. No, GG. No, you gotta have a pure mind. That's obviously unpure thoughts right there, GG, so. I think Saki uses the yellow stuff, right? Right, TJ? Is it Mold Star? I don't know. Let me see if I can find it in a couple quick Google search. Whatever. Oh, Smooth On. This stuff here. Actually, maybe that's just what I've used. I think that's just what I've used before. This Umu 30 or whatever. I've used that before and had good results too. But thought there was a different one that Sasaki uses. I think that he does like Smooth On products though. Where are you at, Saki? You're slacking. You're letting us all down. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Ooh, goo. I'm a good egg. No, you're not. No, you're not. Saki, they were just asking about, Momo was asking about silicone mold rubber. I couldn't remember the brand that you use. Thought he used the red Illuminite stuff? Mold Max 30. Oh, yeah. The pressure pot thing does make a difference. Yeah. Easy mold stuff isn't bad. Just not what you're gonna need. The summon worked. Yep. Eggs are no good, Outback. That's what I'm saying. Not gonna work. Let me rearrange this thing. What up, Saki? How's it going, bud? I was using my chisel just a second ago, Saki. I was planning on sharpening it whenever I actually went on to hinges, but, well, I didn't have time today, so. So we're just rolling with what we had before. But it's working. It's working okay. I really just need to probably hone it a few times and it would go a long way. Strop it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Strop, not hone. Just need to strop it a few times and touch it up. I actually did that. Yeah, I don't know if you were here or not, Saki, yesterday, but I did that with my little Veritas plane blade. I took out the blade and stropped it some, and it actually, I could tell a big difference. So, yeah, that was nice yesterday. Boyd's a stropper. Got a strop. Momo and Gigi, same witchy brain. We witches. We. Lamp is right in the way. Thank you, Boyd and Chet and Summon Saki. Strop that ass, says Gigi. Thank you. Maybe I can just kind of hold it on this side, but and this clamp is better. Back in the shop, found the beer fridge. Hell yeah, Hula. Hell yeah, that's nothing much better than a night in the shop followed up by a cold beer. Cold beer. But yeah, welcome back, Hula. Pop, lock, and strop it. No. Yeah, we're cutting some mortises right now for some hinges and trying to get started with our router and come back and touch it up with our chisel. Yeah, Hula, we're super happy that you're joining the challenge, and I'm really happy to see your wand, and you know, I was saying it gives me a lot of motivation. I gotta try and come up with a design soon. Pick up a little bit more over here. So we made the hinge fit on this side, and I like to keep this little piece of wood here on the back. It was actually Tom's idea, Tom Llama's, to do this and protect that little thin piece of wood because there's not much wood in between or on the outside of the mortise there. So let's do this. Boy, it is. I gamble all and lose. You give me my points back. Absolutely not, GG. I can't go against everybody like that. No insurance here at the casino. Most definitely proud I had the opportunity. Ah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Hulu. But yeah, man, one day I gotta make my way up there. My parents are just starting school again, so they're gonna be busy for a little bit, but whenever they have a weekend free, got to make my way up there and maybe find our way into good old Texarkana too. We'll see, bud. It'd be a lot of fun though. I was just saying earlier, I've got my first ever green bowl that I turned. I turned it in April. Philip, how are you measuring moisture again? If you're hanging out, if you're busy enjoying your beer, cleaning up shop, or whatever you got to do, Hula, don't worry. But I have been monitoring the weight on my bowl, and I forgot to. I turned this on April 19th, and I forgot to weigh it then. Or actually, I didn't really know that was what I should be doing. But then I measured it. I measured the weight about a month later, and it was 1,577 grams. And then on 6/12, it was 1,496. But then on 7/14, so a month later, it was only 1,436. So it lost about 60 grams of weight. I think I weighed it last week sometime, and it had only dropped like 10 grams of water. So I'm thinking that it's getting pretty dry at this point, or getting equalized. The moisture inside of this piece is now equalized with the humidity level in the shop, right? But it's barely dropping weight at this point. So I feel like I could probably turn it without too much of an issue. But I was just wondering, like, what your rule of thumb was. Like, if you just like, okay, I'm going to wait 6 months on this and then turn it. I don't think you use a moisture meter, but maybe. Or if you do some sort of weight. Piss poor excuse. Oh, you do have a piss poor excuse of a moisture meter, but weighing weight is one of the best ways. Okay, perfect. We're proud to have you. Thanks, bud. Yeah, it would be sick. I would love to see how you do some things, and I know like you're. I was watching you turn some bowls. Oh no, I was watching your YouTube video actually. Which congrats on your YouTube video, Hula. But I was watching you rip away some material with that. I think it's a 40/40 grind that you've been using recently. I would love to learn some more about that, and maybe just have an opportunity to kind of try it out. So yeah, that would be some fun times. So see what we can do. Normally I do have a 6-month minimum as a general rule of thumb, just in case. Okay. And yeah, we're only, I turned that on April 19th. It's pretty much 4 months later at this point, so. I mean, I've got plenty of other stuff I need to be doing right now, but I don't know. I got the itch to get back to green bowls for a little bit. Guess that one's not technically green anymore, but I want to try the twice turned. I want to do my first one. Man, I love the 40/40. Once I kind of got it figured out. Yeah, it does seem like just a different approach with the tool, and a different way to grind, right? So, but like anything, just a little practice, and I'm sure after a few successful bowls or maybe a few curse words in between, get it figured out. So. Yeah, I'd love to try it. I still only use 3/8 inch, just a fingernail grind, but I need to expand my horizons a little bit. But yeah, it's awesome that you're getting into Hula, and if y'all are not following Hula on YouTube and haven't checked out his latest video, he posted about it on Instagram as well. Super cool. But I like that you're not creating, well, from what I saw, you're not creating new content. You're just using your Twitch content and editing it down to a shorter time frame to put onto YouTube, which I think is super smart. That would be I think the only way I could pull it off too, because I have no interest in shooting YouTube only content. But editing down the Twitch content to then be acceptable for YouTube would be a good way of going about it, I think. He's doing a bowl start to finish this weekend. Pretty excited to see that. Nice. Nice. And yeah, like some people, they'll just, you know, they just turn a green bowl, like a wet bowl, and just let it warp however you want, right? If you're not picking up on what we're talking about here, typically whenever you turn a bowl that has just been cut, or from a tree that has just been cut down, or that it still has a lot of moisture in it, if you cut it down to its final size, then you will get a lot of warping and a lot of potentially like cracking and stuff that happens in your bowl. And so that's why typically if you're going to turn a bowl from like just a solid piece of wood like this, which I really got to turn this piece of walnut down, it's too dang pretty. But if you were just going to turn this, you know, a piece of wood and go from a blank to a finished bowl, it needs to be kiln dried, right? These blanks here have been kiln dried. So brought down, the moisture was removed from them. And at this point, they're stabilized with the shop because they've been out here for a while. But it's been kind of cool to learn a little bit about like the science or what's actually going on in the wood. You know, as it's being cut or drying out. So. Need to. I've got a few more green pieces that I was given that I need to turn down. Get drying out. Yeah, I heard you're gonna be on Making the Podcast stream tomorrow. Their podcast. So I just followed them, and we'll try to stop by tomorrow. But that's super exciting too, Hula. So congrats on that, bud. I am create shorts, but I'm really fortunate to have a really epic friend and mod doing the videos for me. Let's go. You know, that's the way to do it. Hey, where are all the mods and epic friends in here? Where are y'all at? I'm just kidding. But for real though. What? No, Momo, you do enough. You do enough. It's just a joke. I've done some green to finish and let them dry naturally. Super cool and fun to do. I highly recommend. Nice. Yeah, whenever I was doing green turning, I had some other people who were recommending just to do that. And maybe, you know, one of their points was just to like, you know, practice green turning more, but also just to watch the wood warp, and sometimes it actually looks like it creates really cool like features and stuff, and warps in really interesting ways. So yeah, I definitely need to do that. I've got probably 7 or 8 pieces of wood up there that are ready to go. So yeah, I do just need to do that sometime. Oh, here are all the mods coming out. All of a sudden. To rescue the day. No, it's too late. It's too late, guys. Everybody's gonna quit. Natural warp is really cool, and hopefully it won't check out on you. Definitely an art to it. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing that's a little scary is yeah, cracks. Like a lot of cracks in those bowls can seem to be pretty serious if you have a catastrophic failure, right? So I hope that doesn't happen either. But, you know, standing to the side and trying to be as careful as you can be is about all you can do, right? All right. So the hinge fits. I didn't get it perfectly square. Last cut was probably not the best. But they're in there, right? So that's going to be the process as we then transfer this over to the lid. I can't remember exactly the steps on how to do this. 29 Fireflies is here. What up, 20? How are you doing today? How has your weekend been? How has your week been? Been going on, 20. Welcome, welcome. Are you worried that thin wall might break down the road? Usually it happens a few days later when you're basking in pride and find it one morning, sad face time. Yeah, I've actually had that happen. So making the podcast. Yes. So, well, Hula, after that first one, I completely coated in Anchor Seal. I decided, well, I was reading more online, I guess, at the time. And they were saying, oh, all you have to do with the Anchor Seal is you don't have to coat everything. You can just coat the end grain like this. So I did that, and then it was looking good, and then all of a sudden the bark started peeling off, and we were starting to have problems here, and then a huge crack started to form on this side. So I've already experienced that a little bit as I've been waiting for this one to dry. On this one over here, this crotch piece here, I did the same thing. I tried to just coat the end grain with Anchor Seal, and then we started to get some cracking. The bark was releasing. Yeah, you can maybe see the cracking in here. Then the bark started releasing, so I ended up coating this whole thing with the Anchor Seal, and it really stabilized it, and it has caused it to stop warping so much. So I think the moral of the story is just coat the whole thing with Anchor Seal, which is what you told me originally back in the day, but I decided to try to listen to some other people, and well, probably wasn't the best move. So either way, though, it is a fun process. I just need to get a supply of them going, and that way we always have a supply to turn, right? But it can seem a little daunting to turn something and be like, man, I'm not gonna see a return on this until like 6 or 12 months down the road. And well, just the nature of what we're doing, sometimes the quicker satisfaction or just the need to make a little bit of profit now and not wait is sometimes a little or affects the decision or whatever. What up, Kits? How you doing, buddy? My thought on a round ball, most of it is end grain in one way or another. That's kind of what I was trying to figure out too. Like, I don't know. My brain it gets really messed up, especially in the beginning when I was trying to figure out like, wait, how do you get that shape? Like, how do you get that U shape out of a log, or all these different things? And slowly I've kind of figured it out. But yeah, it seems to be clear that at least for those three pieces there, in the little experimentation that I've done, that covering the entire thing in Anchor Seal is the move. So these hinges are set, but it is 9 p.m. Oh my goodness, how did it get so late so quickly? We've been on for 6 hours at this point, so I think it's been a pretty solid stream. And maybe we'll go ahead and break. We live and learn. I lived it and learned. Well, but that's the thing, Hula, is like, obviously there's a lot of people giving advice out there. There's a lot of people who have their own opinions or their own agendas on what they're trying to do. But talking to people who I know that they have experience in a certain field, or that they have done this many times, definitely helps out a lot, right? Like, you just never know who you're listening to whenever it's just an internet post that's like, oh, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've only turned one bowl a year in those 10 years, but I've been doing this for 10 years. You know, I know what I'm talking about. You don't coat that thing all with Anchor Seal. You only do the end grain over here. But, you know, it's nice to actually know some people who have been through it and who you can trust. So 20, we've been doing great, though. We've been doing great. Had a solid weekend with some friends this past weekend. Went out to the lake, which I haven't done in a long time. And just enjoyed some really, really quality time with friends. So, yeah, trying to kind of get back to the swing of things and get some boxes built, but we're also having some troubles there, but it's just part of it. I'm just an observer, not that talented. Well, Charmed, you never know. You could. Most definitely, Boyd. We both learned the same lesson the same way. It is the best teacher for sure, yeah. And, you know, at the end of the day, too, we have our own opinions as well. And, you know, we've got our own biases into what we believe or don't believe. And sometimes you just got to learn those mistakes for yourself. And you definitely, whenever something catastrophically fails, you definitely remember that a little bit more than if you just read it on a forum somewhere. So sometimes you just gotta try something, and if it doesn't work out for you, then you just know to not do that ever again. So gonna just part of it. Boyd, it'll be fine. All right, thanks, Charmed. 1010, can we get your announcement for your return? See? 1010 is just in here every day, 20, crying. Gotta say, 1010, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry, buddy. 20's gonna come back one day. But every day, just so full of sadness and tears. And 10, the lost puppy, just waiting on his 20 to come back. What a baby! Nice. What a baby. Those are my thoughts as well, 20. Oh my goodness. I think I will be back in 2 Sundays. Whoa. Okay. So what is that? Is that still in August? August 28th potentially. Okay. Nice. Love to see it, 20. That's why you need a notebook. I know, Mouse. I know. Well, we've been trying to do a little bit better on that front, Mouse, but it's difficult. Difficult to keep up. But I did go grab Walnut's notebook before the stream and told her I was going to take some notes, and I don't think I've taken a single note today, so. I not only need a notebook, Mouse, but I also need to write in my notebook. All right. I forgot the steps here. Is this where I go? Oh no, I just mark it out. I just mark everything out on the lid now. Maybe we can do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Let's do it real quick. I gotta get something to eat soon though. I'm getting hungry. All right. So we've got our 2 mortises in here. They're not perfect, but well, Charmed Kitty Cat said they'll be fine, and Charmed is maybe getting this box, so it'll be fine. But we've got spots for the 2 hinges now in the base, and we need to now move to the lid and make our hinges in the lid, so we'll have a completed box. So let's make sure that we are going to do this in the back of the lid. Let's do our marking system here. Let's do our best. Acres is here. What up, Acres? How's it going, buddy? Not an you miss me, but instead, what a baby. I see how it is. 1010. Don't think you didn't deserve that. This is the same box from last night, Acres. Yep. We got 2 boxes going right now. This one is going better out of the 2. The walnut and cherry box here is having some issues, but a lot of that was a result of my sander being not perfectly square and all of that stuff, but we're doing our best. Acres. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Chicken shit. Only a baby would say that. Oh, dang. 20 is merciless tonight. Going in. Love to see it. We got to get a good 20 rant whenever she gets back. I can't wait for the 20 rant, and getting the update on the motorcycle driver. That was like one of the last streams was a poll to ask chat how to deal with an angry or with a neighbor that was revving their motorcycle at 4 a.m. every day. Got to get an update on that. We got to get caught up on